welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are having a good day. Welcome back to another video, which is actually part of the series which I'm doing. If you're here from the previous video, which was actually the beginner's makeup video, welcome back to another video, and I hope you guys loved the video, which is why I'm also getting you even here. I'm also getting you here to maybe challenge yourself a little bit, to step up your boundaries, because I know you can, because I know I can. If you're somebody who hasn't been able to catch up to my content a little bit, I am actually doing series of, doing beginner's makeup and doing advanced. So I'm going to be doing different videos in different levels up. So this is actually like the second level, which is like a little bit for more like teenagers, which is why I'm a bit like just like a teenager. It's something a lot of teenagers might like. It's a little bit more colorful, a little bit more difficult. It's a little bit something that's more advanced than what a lot of beginners might not be able to do. Or if you feel like you can do it, either one of them is completely okay. And one day you can actually be able to create looks like these too. If you want to go ahead and check out my beginner's makeup look, it is going to be linked down in the comments down below in the description box. So you can click that link and actually follow up for like a whole beginner's tutorial that I did for those people who might be new to makeup or those who really want to give something new. Without further ado, let's get into it! Now I'm guessing you're somebody who does know makeup, but maybe not much. Maybe you're a teenager who just got into makeup, maybe you're you can be anyone, you can even be older. Before anything, it's really important that you moisturize your face, even if you have dry or oily, any skin, especially dry skin. Now, because this look is going to be a bit more focused on just the eyes, it's going to be a lot more colorful. We're going to be doing our eyes first. Before we can do our eyes, I'm going to go ahead and use my brow dip from HAVENT. I'm going to go ahead and fill my eyebrows up. So as you can see, I have not overfilled my brows because I naturally have full brows. So I just filled in like the empty spaces like on the top. Now you're going to go ahead and take your everyday concealer. I'm using the one from Too Faced Born This Way. And I'm going to be going ahead and cleaning up my brows from top and bottom. And I'm also going to be using it actually on my eyes as an eye primer. If you have got a separate eye primer, you can use that too. Now that I'm done with priming and nicely cleaning up my brows, I'm going to go ahead and move on to my eyeshadow, and for today I'm going to be using the Morphe Exchange palette. That's what it looks like when it's opened up. You can use any colorful palette which has like the Christmas colors like red and green. Now I actually don't have tape because I was supposed to be using the tape to kind of cut that up, because when you take it out it's like this really nice bold cut. So today I'm actually going to be using like this thank you card I got from like a K-pop store. The card I'm going to be using. I'm going to put it up right here and then color it up. First you're going to take your red and nicely putting it there. You're going to take your red and then just kind of angle it all up like this. I'm going to be using like a little, very light bit of pink to just bring it all out. And now I'm going to take just a little bit of black and put it right here. I'm going to take it off. Let's do the exact same thing on this eye, and I'm going to do this eye off camera. Okay, so that's what it kind of looks like. Yes, I actually did end up fixing it, but now we're going to go ahead and move on to like the inner corners right here. A lot of red, and just angling it from right here and just keep dragging it to like this natural line right here. The exact same pattern of using the blacks and reds, we're going to keep continuing that here. Now let's do this eye off camera. Now we're going to take our concealer, the same thing that we used before, and clean up all of the edges. Now you're going to go ahead and take some lime green color, something like this, just because if you use dark colors even in the middle, it's not going to look as vibrant. So you're going to take that and you're going to pat it just right here. Now let's go ahead and do this eye off camera. Now you're going to take some white and actually apply it in all of those extra spaces. Now because this is a Christmas look, we're going to have to actually make sure that it is sparkly, it is glittery, it is lighting. So take your favorite glitters. If you've got drop-off ones, even better. Today I'm going to be using the ones from my palette. I'm using a really nice and light color actually, because I'm going to be adding it right on top of the white color to add even a bit better shimmer. Okay, so now that we're done with the top part of our eyes with the eyeshadow part only, now it's time to add the best part, which is actually the lashes, which literally add the best volume to this entire look. Now if you're somebody who's still struggling to put eyelashes on, I would recommend watching some tutorials from somebody else, or you can try watching mine. I don't have a specific one just for eyelashes, but I do show how to actually put eyelashes. Or if you're somebody who still doesn't like putting eyelashes in just with the mascara, you're good to go with even that. But today I'm gonna go ahead and put eyelashes on. For today's eyelashes, I'll be using these ones from HIIIE Cosmetics, and I think it's in the name Daisy. It's a bit rubbed off now, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And for the glue that I'll be using to apply my eyelashes, I'm using the one from Duo in the color black, just because I prefer the one black, you know, it dissolves with like the eyelash part anyways. Now, till my eyelash is getting a bit tacky, for those who don't know, you're supposed to leave your eyelashes out after putting the glue. You know, you shouldn't put them on straight after the glue. It's gonna move around, it's gonna be really wet, really messy. You should leave them about for 30 seconds. Until then, I'm gonna clean up all of this mess that my fallouts have made. Now, to remove your fallows, you can use wipes, but I would not prefer using wipes at all. Wipes are something which are really harsh on your skins. The only time I would use wipes is personally when I have like a full face off, you know, like face paints on, and I need like a really big cloth or something to just dispose. So for removing makeup, I usually use a cotton pad, and to remove it today, and usually I would use Garnier's Micellar Water. This is one of my favorites, especially the rose one. Smells, and it is affordable, smells amazing. I'm just nicely removing it, and as you can see, it grabs it really nicely, so I really like using Micellar Water. Okay, so that's what one of my eyes looks like, and I'm gonna do this eye off camera and come back. Now it is time to actually prime our faces fully. Now you can use whichever primer you want. For today, I was thinking of using this e.l.f. Mineral Primer. This one really nicely hides my pores. Before video, I did use Nude by Nature. This was because it was hydrating. So you can use whichever one you want depending on your skin type. So I'm going to take a pump and apply it on my T-zone. If you're new to the word T-zone, your T-zone requires off your forehead, your nose, and your chin area, which are the most important to apply primer. Let me show you guys how nice this is. See how this pours, and you're going to take a little bit off this. Boom, it just disappeared. I'm also going to spread it on my cheeks a little. Now that I'm done with the primer, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the color corrector. And now, I did say even on previous videos, this is an optional step. You don't have to do it if you don't want to do it. Now, I know a lot of teenagers and a lot of young people have it into like the dewy makeup nowadays, so I am thinking of going a little bit dewy today. Now, because I am going to be going ahead and dewy, my foundation, the one I use, is from Huda Beauty, and it is quite matte, and even after mixing it with moisturizer, hydrating moisturizer, it's still going to be matte. So I'm actually thinking of applying a little bit of liquid highlighter before beginning my base. For today, I will be using this liquid highlighter from Mecca Maxima in the shade Rose Quarters. Like my foundation brush, just so even after using my foundation, that glitter like stuff is still there. So I've just mixed my foundation with my not really like a regular hydrating cream, but like this all-in cream that I usually would use if I want to mix my foundation with like this really natural base. So I've made it right here, and I'm gonna apply little by little on my face and also a little on my neck. I'm gonna be blending my foundation and adding more as I go because this foundation tends to dry really quickly. Now I am done with my foundation, and I'm going to be beginning with my concealer. Now remember, you never add your foundation under your eyes. You always leave that for the concealer. I was just showing my mom how nice my base looks. She has like no clue about makeup or anything, but like she really liked how it looked glowy. Now with your concealers, I know you guys are a teenager, you want to hide all your under eye bags, but trust me, less is more. You do not want to make like that OG triangle we all used to make. Don't do that. I'm gonna let my concealer sit for about less than a minute, not too much. Now you're gonna take your damp beauty blender. You can use a brush too if you want. It's completely fine. It has to be like the ones for your under eyes. Also, this is like gonna be a tip for like this young girl who are like, oh my god, my under eye is creasing. How do I remove that? If you've got natural lines, and I've said this before, like me, your under eyes will crease no matter what, because you've got those natural underlines anyways. You cannot remove them. If you don't and then they crease, that's when you know you gotta look into it. Otherwise, my under eyes still crease. So girls and boys, it's completely normal for your under eyes to crease if you've got natural lines. Now I'm just gonna take some pressed powder by Classics. I don't know if they sell this still anymore, but you can use any pressed powder. Now that our under eyes are done, I would usually go ahead and set my entire face with the Maybelline, you know, loose powder. But because we were gonna go ahead for like the dewy look, which is quite trending nowadays, we're gonna go ahead and skip that part, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my cream contour to contour my face. Now, if I am doing like glam looks, I would usually go ahead and take powder contour and, you know, contour up my cheekbones. But when I'm using cream contour, I like using like a silicone sponge, putting the contour on the sponge and then using it. That way it is already nicely and neatly blended. So you're gonna take your product and apply like a little bit in the back. Once you have enough, you're gonna take a sponge and you're gonna apply it right on your natural cheekbone. As you can see, I'm applying it a little bit more up, than my actual cheekbone line. Your cheekbone line is always starting from your ear point and it always ends at the middle of your eye. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my nose contour, and again, this step is totally optional. If you're somebody who does not like doing nose contours, you can totally go ahead and skip it. You can use your concealer if you want to clean up all these edges. I personally like to use some loose powder while I'm making my face to clean up these areas. So I'm going to be using my translucent powder, and this is actually the loose ones, and it comes like a free puff. You can buy one online, but my one just comes with it. And I'm going to be taking my powder and lightly just applying it right there. Now I don't actually own like an actual liquid blush, so I've actually been just using like lipsticks. I've got this palette, but yesterday out of nowhere I found like this lipstick that I barely use on my lips, you know, because it has like this really nice shimmer to it, but like I just don't like it on my lips. So I'm thinking of actually using it on my cheeks, because look at how nice of a glow and color it adds in cheeks. Now personally me, no amount of blush is ever enough, so I'm gonna show you. This is like the lipstick palette that I have. My best friend actually gave it to me, and I used this shade right here, so I'm gonna add even more blush. Next, I'm going to be going ahead with my exact same liquid highlighter, and I'm going to be adding it on my cheeks and on my forehead. Let's just wipe all of the excess powder now. Next up, I'm going to be using my mascara from Maybelline. It's the Colossal Curl one. It's amazing. I literally love this one so much, and I'm going to apply it on my bottom lashes. Now I'm going to be going and taking like my same eyeshadow palette and like a really small brush, and I'm going to be adding like a little glitter right here. I'm adding it right on my bridge first because I want that part to be looking a bit more lifted up. Also a reminder to all the girls, as you can see I literally have texture, I've got facial hair, lines already forming up. Once I edit the pictures, the ones I post, yes they're edited. So you know, you actually see that this is what real skin looks like. No matter how much makeup you're gonna put in, you're never gonna be able to hide your real self. So yes, all skin are gonna have textures. So no, all of the pictures you see online are literally edited, including my own. Hashtag guilty. Now for my lips, I don't exactly have like this really nice brownish color, so I'm just gonna go ahead with my contour stick, and yes, you can do the exact same thing. I have actually been using my contour stick as my lipstick for so long. I'm going to be setting my face up with the MAC Prep and Prime. It is really nice because this sets my face for the entire day, and you can use this as a primer too, so it's amazing. Alright guys, that's it for today's glam/teen/tutorial. I am not gonna lie, I am loving this series, and I'm not even joking, this is definitely so far one of my favorite glam looks I've done. I feel like the more I'm getting into makeup, the more techniques I learn, such as using brush. Since I've started using a brush for foundation, my base has entirely changed and my life has just become more happier. It's like I'm in heaven. Also, look at how white my teeth look when I have like these lipsticks on, because in reality they're literally yellow. I do not want to take this off. And you know the funniest part is, even yesterday I had like a really good makeup on, but the worst part is that we're not even going anywhere outside. Like I would love to go even on a run or anything like that with this makeup, to the shopping, anything. I just want people to see this makeup. It looks so good. If you're new here, drop it down in the comments down below. What was your favorite part? And well, something that you have been enjoying so far in this series. Make sure to share it with your friends if you want to see more content like this. And if you also want to see some things like face painting, specialized face painting actually, you know, it's more like this avant-garde makeup looks I do, special effects, and even makeup tutorials like these, make sure to subscribe, and I shall see you guys with this series continued next week. Bye guys, love you.